Hey everyone, welcome back to the boosnbays podcast. I'm your host, Jace. This is Madison. We've been gone.
Yeah.
For a little bit.
And it wasn't, let's get that out of the way first.
I think this was our longest break, too.
It was definitely our longest break, and we definitely did not mean to so that's actually what today's episode's going to be about. It's more just like a life update. A little boosnbays behind the scenes, if you will. Because we, honest to God, we had it planned. We had an entire, and that thing is still going to happen. But unfortunately, life got in the way of that happening, and we didn't really get a chance to record or do much besides just exist for a month and a half.
Yeah, no, it was definitely crazy. I think October was crazy, and then it kind of bled into November, and it was just like, how are we going to recover from this?
Yeah.
And then here we are now.
Mm-hmm. So, do you want to start with your updates?
Okay, so we were at Panera for a while, planning this whole, couple months out, I would say.
Yeah.
Getting things in order, getting, stickers, looking at shirts, making podcast arrangements, emails. We were coming up with ideas and everything. And then, for me personally, my grandma passed away. And that was very hard to deal with. So, I was kind of like, Madison, I have to stop this for a little bit. And that was pretty much my whole thing. That was super hard to deal with, but now I think I'm good. So we're getting through it.
We love that.
This is a start.
A personal growth moment.
Personal growth. How about you, Madison? What went wrong with your month?
It's not funny. I got into an accident. Pretty bad car accident. My fanny pack got ripped off of me. It's not funny, but it's also puts things into perspective, And it was one of those things. I got into a car accident on the way back from my bachelorette trip. So, comical in itself. Also, to answer everybody's questions, the music doesn't stop once you get into a car accident. Super Freak by Nicki Minaj was playing at full fucking volume after we hit the Kia Soul. It wasn't our fault. They did regardless of the situation. I got my fanny pack ripped off, and I got hit in the head with a tote. So, I also thought that it was best that we maybe take
You forgot to mention all the Starbucks in the
also, me and the other two girls in the car, shout out Marissa and Kenzie, we all got venti chai tea lattes to really, commemorate the journey back from the great batch trip. Yeah, all of those are still soaking in the Savannah sun in Kenzie's car. Her car is still there, totaled.
Have you had a chai tea since?
No. I'm so serious, no. Actually, I had the first one literally yesterday.
Oh, really?
Until then, and I'm not even being funny, for literally a month and a half, the smell of, because after we got into the accident, we were literally sitting in our chai tea for 8 hours, and by the time we got to the hotel and got the rental car and stuff, I never wanted to smell chai tea again. So I made chai cookies, and that was close. It was trying to get you back in there. Trying to get you back accustomed. But now I'm going to therapy.
That's good. That's good.
To make sure that not talk therapy for
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy for it.
No,
so
that's good.
Shout out them. And that's what I've been doing 3 times a week. So obviously it was one of those things where it was kind of incredible. We had a whole thing planned literally the following weekend. And we were yeah, we'll both get back renewed and re-energized. And then life said, I feel like you need different content for the episode.
I will say, though, when you did text me about your accident, I was my heart, my stomach and my heart just sank. Because I'm holy shit, that.
Could have died.
That's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. It's very, I don't want to say surreal, but it's almost one of those things. What if someone had to text you, hey, Madison died?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Well, because you were I got in a bad car accident. And I was oh, what is bad? And you're nah, Kenzie's car is totaled. I was oh, shit.
Yeah. And, even Tanner was I almost, didn't have a wife. We're getting married in February, and he's you could have just,
Yeah, that's crazy to me. That's absolutely crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. Life is crazy. I'm going to be honest, it really is. And I don't want to sound like one of those people that's anything could happen in the blink of an eye.
You sounded like one of those people.
But But honestly,
no, it's so true. It's
we
so
were
true.
booling. We were chilling on the back from a batch trip, and then
You never think.
we were literally getting on the interstate.
I don't think anyone ever knows like that they're gonna die.
No.
You know.
That's been tripping me out lately, and I feel like that could be a whole other episode of like death and like when, like, because you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know when it's gonna happen.
Even if you're on your deathbed, like it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be the next day, it could be a week. Like there's cancer patients that get told that they're gonna die within the next couple months, and then they end up living like years later.
Correct.
You know, so you really never know. So, you know, just a food for thought.
Could you imagine? We're like, anyway, so thank you so much for listening. On that
What, a 5-minute podcast?
Oh, really?
So we did say that we had something big planned, and obviously we still do, and we still want to provide on that. We just got hit hard. And
Literally, quite literally.
Yeah,
got
quite
hit hard.
literally for some of us, and
we also wanted to make it good. Like, we wanted to make it something that we were actually, like, I don't want to say interested in, we're always interested, but, like...
Oh, yeah, put, like, time and effort into it.
Something, like, time and effort. And
yeah,
the two of us were just mentally, we had no time or effort to give.
Yeah.
For that.
I agree. So...
And then the holidays, obviously, came up. Like, Thanksgiving and stuff.
Yeah.
And, Jace...
What did I do?
He took his city boy ways to Hotlanta. For
okay. Yeah. Well, first off, how was your Thanksgiving?
I actually cooked my first Thanksgiving.
Really? What'd you make?
I feel like I went a little overboard, but it's fine.
Probably.
I didn't make turkey because I don't like turkey.
Okay.
I like to put that out there because I feel like the haters.
No,
but
turkey has to be made. I've only had like a couple perfect turkeys in my life. Everything else is dog shit.
Yeah, it tastes like a burp. I don't know how to describe
a burp.
it. Even like, I don't really even like turkey like sandwiches.
Mine's just dry as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I can't like I literally like cough when I take a bite of some turkey because
that's fair.
Like biting some sawdust. Like, I can't.
There's that. I don't know if you would do with that as you will. But I made a ham, sausage balls, mac and cheese, green bean casserole, broccoli cheddar casserole, stuffing.
Forget Atlanta. I should have came to your house.
I feel like corn. Yeah, I made the only people that were there, it was me, Tanner, my mom, and my sister. And I also made vegetarian turkey cutlets. And Brandy came over also.
Shout out Brandy. Brandy got the invite, I didn't. Damn.
You were in Hotlanta. I remember I checked your location. I said, wow, you went international.
She said, that doesn't look like Tampa.
No, really. I said, but, yeah, so that was successful. And everything turned out well. So, proud of myself.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
It sounds good. I wish I was there. Maybe next year I get the invite.
Anyway, what'd you do for that? Just kidding. Yeah. Oh my god, I would love to host like a Friendsgiving.
No, not a Friendsgiving. I want to be with the fam.
He said it's actually just Jace-giving. Really. I'm the guest of honor. Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
You get to pick a dish. Everyone's welcome.
To make
I also made sweet potato casserole.
Okay.
No, I asked for requests.
Maybe the one I'll give you on the recipe card.
Actually, let me talk my shit for a second.
No, I didn't mean that. We're cutting this out.
And he still hasn't RSVP'd. The RSVP's this Friday.
I still got time.
I go, hey, are you coming? He's like, yeah. Sure wish I had the RSVP. Other people have an RSVP too, but we'll get into that. Not in the episode.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm no different.
I'm no different.
Whatever.
What did you do?
I went to, like you said, Hotlanta. My sister lives up there. She used to live in Maryland, and she moved down to Atlanta a few years ago.
Which does she like better? I love Maryland.
She lived in Bowie, so it was really close to DC.
I want to live in DC.
And it was really cool, like seeing like the Smithsonian museums and like all the different museums and all that kind of stuff, and walking the mall.
That was my mom's favorite place to live.
DC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's a nice place. I don't really know what made her move to Atlanta. I think it was like a job kind of thing. And still, I really don't know what she does for a job. I think it's like some type of consulting for student aid at like colleges or something. Like she'll go around to different colleges. So anywho, we left and we were driving up, And I was following my cousins, and you know, a little bit of the story, but I was following my cousins, and they, you know, it was like good. I was just driving by myself. It's a 7-hour drive to her house, 6-hour to Atlanta, I guess. And we were supposed to stop by Buc-ee's. We didn't stop by Buc-ee's. I'm starving when we get there, and I didn't get any food. Well, they stopped at Chick-fil-A as well. Tried to warn me about that, but I apparently wasn't looking out my window to them waving at me. So there's definitely better ways that they could have approached that. So I didn't starve.
I was gonna say, maybe tell the viewer. Do they listen to the podcast?
I told them about it, so they probably will now. So come at me now. Come at me.
I was gonna say, are they gonna expose you?
Was there expose?
They're gonna be like, actually, we did call him, and he gave us the bird as he drove by.
I should have done that.
No, that's crazy. I feel like when you go on a road trip with someone, I feel like the understood is that, like, you do the stops and stuff together.
Yeah, we stopped for gas.
Yeah, but...
And I was perfectly fine on gas, too. I could have made it easily to, like, Buc-ee's or something.
You should have just went.
I should have. So, we'll get to that. So, yeah, I get to Atlanta. You know, everything's good. Like, everything's fun. I get there the Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. And so my sister was like, okay, since you haven't eaten, we'll, like, here's some chili, but we'll also go to TGI Fridays, because that's, like, their local spot, apparently.
That's so funny.
They know the bartender there.
And they don't have one here.
They don't? They used to.
They used to have one by USF, and they used to have one... They actually, fun fact, my dad opened the one on Dale Mabry.
Really?
It closed, yeah. Because TGI Fridays is huge in New York. They have good appies. They used to have
They
unlimited
do.
appetizers.
I had the cheesesteak egg rolls.
Delicious.
Yeah, those were great. But, like, apparently that's, like, their spot, and they have, like, the favorite bartender. She was...
You should have been like, oh, can you show me around?
No, I couldn't. But, yeah, no, we went to TGI Fridays. We got some drinks, you know. My sister has, like, this, you've seen it. It's like a Keurig, but for alcohol.
Oh, the Bartesian?
Yeah, I guess.
Or
but
whatever.
It's like Decker or something like that.
Yeah.
But it has, like, you hook up, like, your rum, your tequila, your
I want
vodka.
one. They're like $300 and something.
It's so worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like these
like
K-cups you put in there.
Especially
scans
if you,
it.
like, entertain a lot. I feel like it's 100% worth it.
Oh my gosh, it was... I want to get one now.
Yeah.
They're on sale for they were on sale for Black Friday.
Man, it's the registry.
But, so we were playing around with that the whole time, and then she has, like, a 3-story house, so I was all the way on the top, and I had, like, my own apartment kind of thing. And, like, I liked it because I was, like, by myself, but at the same time, like, I kind of felt secluded. Like, everyone else was on, like, the second floor. But no, it's a beautiful house. I really love, like, going up there. And this is my second time going up there for Thanksgiving. And it's usually just, like, the cousins and, like, cool family members, I guess.
Yeah.
But we, like, cut it down because the first time we went, we had some problems with other family members, like, getting a little too drunk or, like, stepping out of their lane or whatever.
Which is so funny.
It is. It really is. We had to break the news to him. Be like, hey, you can't really come you can't really come this year. But, no, it's great. It was me, my cousin, or my 2 cousins, and then, I don't know if you know this or not, but my dad did Ancestry, and he found out that my sister did Ancestry, actually, and she found out, she was like, who's this random, like, lady that's on, like, our Ancestry tree or whatever? And we just found out that we have, like, a hidden cousin.
That's so weird.
Like, my aunt had a child and just never, like, talked about her or anything for the past, like, 30-something years.
Should anyone know?
No one knew. Until 2021, I believe. And that's, like, when we invited her to Atlanta for the first time.
Damn.
And she lives in St. Pete. She's really cool. Actually, what was really cool...
That is so weird.
Yeah.
That's, like, close, obviously.
Yeah, no, that's really close. And for 30 years, like, how'd you hide a pregnancy? Like, her, like, family didn't even know she was pregnant.
How?
Exactly.
Like, I have so many questions.
I do too.
Because, like, I don't know. Maybe because I talk. I don't. I couldn't imagine like no one like Alexis not knowing that I had a kid.
Yeah, that's literally like Alexis having a kid and you not knowing until like 30 years later.
I'd beat her ass.
Which is, it's like crazy. And she's the coolest person, like in our like whole family. I love her. And she has 2 kids. One is 3 now and one's 15. And the 3-year-old's so cute. I have no patience with children. I do not like children.
So you met her?
Yeah, I met her like a couple years ago.
Oh.
Yeah. But she's cool enough to bring her to the family functions.
Oh, well,
Yeah. And, but her 3-year-old, great. I love her. And then her 15-year-old, super cool, super chill. And the 15-year-old just got a boyfriend.
Oh.
But guess who, like, her boyfriend is?
Oh.
I guess he's not, like, anything, like, special. But she's dating Rod Wave's brother.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So she's
so
like...
are you, like, related to Rod Wave?
Well, I'm, like, one family function away from, like, having Rod Wave pull up.
I love that, actually. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was talking, like...
What a small world, also.
Exactly, like...
But how does she meet? Like, from school?
Yeah, I think they go to the same school.
That's crazy.
What's crazy, she, like, went to his concert at Amelie, like, a little bit ago. And she was like, yeah, like, we went to his penthouse and everything downtown, and, like, all these other rappers were there, and...
Me too.
I was like...
yeah, you're like, yeah, I was like, if you actually looked out of the penthouse and a couple streets down, I was there.
Yeah.
Waiting in traffic.
She's like, yeah, I went backstage, and I was, like, floor, and I was like, what the... Like...
Imagine holding that much power.
Yeah, that was, like, crazy. I'm like, you're 15. Like, you don't deserve that yet. Like...
No, really, though. That's crazy.
Yeah, so that was cool. So then, we did like the typical Atlanta stuff. Or, yeah, so that night we went to TGI Fridays. We just got prepared for Thanksgiving the next day. The next day we all woke up and we just started making food for Thanksgiving. My brother-in-law usually makes a brisket. Honestly, insane. Literally insane. And so we had brisket this year. We had like a fried turkey. Which, that's the one turkey that I can't eat because it's, like, moist and it's, like, Sorry for any of those people that don't like the word moist. But, yeah, the turkey was good. We had, like, mac and cheese. We had stuffing. We had other stuff we didn't really care about. But, yeah, no, I literally had a plate of brisket and mac and cheese, and that was it. And that was probably one of the best Thanksgivings I've ever had because it was, like, just so fun to be with, like, them and everything like that. Despite what they did to me. But
we'll get into that.
we'll get into that. But no, that was great. And then the next day we stayed till Friday. Or we stayed till Saturday. But that Friday after Thanksgiving we did like the typical tourist stuff in Atlanta. We went to the Coca-Cola museum.
Is it cool?
Yeah, that's my second time going there actually.
Did you go to the aquarium?
No.
Atlanta?
I went to the aquarium before, but we didn't go this time. We were going to go, but the tickets were just way...
Is it good? Because I love aquariums, and I want to go more than anything.
Have you been to the one here?
Yeah, but this one's, like, kind of ass.
No, it's actually pretty good. They have, like, a whale shark and everything. Which is, like, I think the only... Please do not quote me on this. But it's the only, aquarium that has, like, a whale shark or...
Florida aquarium?
No, like, almost in the world.
Like, Florida Aquarium's the only one that has one?
No, the Atlanta.
Oh, I was
the Georgia.
I'm going to Google that.
Yeah, look that up real quick. But, yeah, no, the aquarium's nice. Because I went for, like, the first time I went to Atlanta was for, like, a band trip or something like that. And the second time I went was with, like, Tyler's birthday. I also shout out Tyler getting married tomorrow.
He's getting married tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. I had the rehearsal yesterday.
Let me tell you why I hate Jace. Tyler, I hope you're listening. I asked him if we could, as I break your card.
I'm leaving that in.
I literally, so sorry. First of all, I literally texted you and said, hey, when do you want to record? And you said, they're doing something on Sunday. Or whatever. The wedding is this weekend. Was that what you were doing? The wedding?
Yeah.
I hate you. I hate men. And let me talk my
shit. No,
because
you're like, oh, like, we can do, like, what day you want to do? I was like, well, I kind of have something going on Friday and Saturdays. Or Friday and Sunday, so we can do something Saturday. And you're like, okay, that sounds good.
Because Yeah, but it's different. You could have said, I'm going to a wedding.
I could have. But I didn't.
Whale shark. I can't find it. Whale
Okay.
shark.
So yeah, no, we that's what I.
Oh, there's one in Japan.
Oh, sorry. Japan has everything. I guess.
Does any aquarium have it? Oh, Georgia Aquarium is the only one in the United States that you can find them.
Okay. Same thing. No.
USA.
So yeah, we did that, and then the Coca-Cola thing was like really good because they have like the thing you can try at the end. All the
Do they do like the Cokes of the world?
Yeah. They had the Grease one.
Was it good?
It was a pineapple Fanta.
I've seen them at like Disney. They have like a Coca-Cola thing. I've never been able to try it.
I think they closed it down because of COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like obviously I'm not a Coke person.
You Pepsi?
I don't like carbonation. I don't drink soda.
Pussy.
I thought you knew about that. Me about that. So sorry.
No. Yeah. So we tried like the different Cokes. There's one that was like from Japan. It tastes like barbecue sauce, which honestly, low-key wasn't bad. Literally like drinking barbecue sauce.
The Coke?
Yeah, there's like a Coke from like Japan or Korea or something. It was plum flavored, but it tastes like barbecue. It smelled and tastes like barbecue sauce.
I feel like that wouldn't be too bad.
No, it was tolerable. It was definitely like one of those things that you can't have it like often, but you're like, not the greatest taste, but.
Let me tell you what's wrong. So Alexis is and I'm gonna call her out too.
Oh, okay.
She's freaking out because she can't tell the difference between something I made that has meat in it and something that doesn't. But it's very obvious which one is the real meat and which one's the not.
What is it?
It's okay. Actually, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in.
Oh.
Because you don't like Well, do you like Sloppy Joes?
Yeah.
It's Sloppy Joe casserole, and it's like the casserole part of it. I make cornbread, cheese, and stuff with and cook that, and then I make Sloppy Joe and put it on top, and it's like a little casserole. It's very good with like cheese, more cheese on top. I'm a very schlop person.
So you made one like vegetarian style, one non?
Yeah. I made one with regular meat, and then I made one with non-vegetarian one, or vegetarian meat.
Yeah.
And she's freaking out. She's like, I can't tell the difference. And I'm like, I can. One very clearly, that isn't real meat. And also, this is very clearly real meat.
Oh, wait, go back to the other one?
The one that looks like refried beans. She can't tell.
We'll post the pictures if you're watching, we'll post the pictures.
Really?
Because they look pretty.
I want to be I know what ground beef looks like, and it doesn't look like lentils.
No. Do they taste the same?
I'm gonna be okay, I'm gonna be honest, non-meat products don't really taste that bad. I like the buffalo chicken, fake meat, the Morningstar one. And that one kind of tastes to me like pulled pork. The crumblers.
I don't know.
I don't think you would like it.
I like the Impossible sandwich from Starbucks.
Does it taste like meat?
Kinda.
Because I'm only I like veggie stuff if it tastes like black bean patties.
Yeah,
versus
no. We're gonna stop it right there. I do. I do like though. I really do like the plant-based creamers for coffee and all that.
Are you an oat milk or an almond girly?
Oh.
Yeah, as you should be. Oat milk's so much better. Have you been to Lucky Duck Espresso?
Nope.
Espresso. It's by Wendy's on Dale Mabry.
Wendy's closed down.
That one?
But on Fletcher?
Oh my god, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, not that one. The other one on Dale Mabry by the church.
Oh, north.
There's it's called or White Duck Espresso or Lucky Duck. I don't actually remember.
Have you been to Foxtail?
Yeah, I used to go in Orlando.
I cannot stand that.
I used to go there, and then I just realized they built one up the street.
Yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I might go later.
It's pretty packed sometimes.
I want this is the problem with the coffee. I feel like coffee shops are hard to find where you can sit and chill. They're usually busy. That Starbucks, they literally redid it to have less chairs. And there's only already 2 tables in there as it is. I feel like if you sell coffee, you should have more seating and anywhere is my stance in life.
I went to one place not downtown, but it's like on Kennedy, I think, Caffeine Roasters.
I've never heard of it, I don't think.
It's a pretty trendy place. It's pretty nice. That's my extent for coffee places.
Is that where'd you find it?
What do you mean where I find it?
Like, how'd you hear of it?
Well, one, I heard of it on TikTok. And I'm taking some dates there.
I knew it. I knew it. No, because I don't want to say not predictable, but you're just...
Okay, all right.
There's certain places that I know that you would only go with somebody.
Oh, I'm not going to go to a coffee shop by myself.
Correct.
Anywhere.
And also you wouldn't go with, like, Tyler. Considering
Maybe.
he's getting married and nobody won't tell anybody.
Maybe.
Do you have your outfit?
Wait a minute, my suit?
Yeah.
My tux? Yeah.
You act like that's a stupid question.
No, it is a stupid...
It's not a stupid question.
The day before, I would not be here doing this podcast if I didn't have...
Let me tell you a story. Let me tell you a story time. Once upon a time, my cousin got married.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Kate. And she had some people in her bridal party that...
Like dresses? Like, were you waiting on dresses?
I'm going to be very vague about what happened.
Okay.
Basically, they were asking questions about the wedding, like the date, what they had to wear literally like a week or two before. Less than.
But
we
like
also had...
Bridesmaids and groom?
Yes. Like, these were people in the bridal party I'm talking about.
Isn't that supposed to be like...
Yes. Whatever you think, something that they're supposed to... Yeah.
I thought like the... I don't know the word for it. The people getting married, I thought they were supposed to handle that.
Handle what?
Like getting like all the reservations and everything. Like for instance, like Tyler, he went to Men's Warehouse and he was like, "Hey,
yeah, no,
I have a wedding.
We did.
Like all my boys are coming in."
Yes, we did.
Oh, and they just didn't show up.
They just didn't go there to pick it up, or when they did.
Oh, pick it up.
Or like when they did to do it, it was like very last minute. Like again, you would think it's common sense. Why would you wait till the day before the wedding? I don't know. I really don't. I don't know, but I've seen it now in 2 weddings that I've been in, where the groom, like the bridal party for the groom, will wait until like the day before the day of the wedding to pick up their suit.
Yeah, no, I didn't do that. I have it.
It just seems silly.
I'm not as dumb as you think.
Thanks. I'm sure Tyler appreciates that. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I love weddings. Well, some weddings.
Yeah, no, we were doing the rehearsal, and it was... I think, see, the thing...
Are you walking with anyone? Or are they doing it, like, solo?
I think we're going in, like, as, like, groomsmen, and then bridesmaids. And then when we're leaving, we link up.
Yeah.
But
that's what we're doing.
Third, so, like, I'm linking up with someone. And then... I forgot. I think it's going to be a good wedding. Well, because the past weddings I've been a part of haven't been that great. And the reason I say that is because I think they've been like family weddings. You know?
Yeah.
It's like I can't really, like, I don't really want to be there. Like, everyone I know is like older, and I'm like, oh, okay. You know, like.
Yeah, I think family weddings, like, I mean, I've only ever been, that's a lie. I've not only ever been in family weddings. But, like, the 2 of 3 weddings I've been in were family weddings. But I think weddings are a lot of fun depending on what you like to do and what the couple likes to do. Because there's some people that, like, their thing for weddings is that they want people outside playing, like, cornhole and stuff. And, like, that's, like, their main thing is they want people playing games. They want people drink, like, whatever. Cool. Love it. If that's not something you're into, though, you're going to have a rough 3 or 4 hours. But, like, if the couple, you know, just wants to, or, like, if the couple has a long ceremony, some people do.
Yeah.
So you're standing up there for a while. But I think it depends.
Yeah, well, no, because, like, this one's going to be, like, obviously, like, all the groomsmen are, like, my friends.
Right.
It's not like, you know, where a couple of them are, or, like, one person is, or whatever. But, like, all of them are my friends, so I don't mind hanging out with them. And then, like, even the guests at the wedding that aren't, like, part of it, like, they're my friends as well.
Right.
So it's going to be way more fun and like it's just gonna feel like a big party, which the other ones, like the family ones, haven't. It's felt like a family function. We're like, oh, I don't want to drink because I don't want to show them, like, you know.
And I think being in a wedding also, it's a lot of socializing, and it's also a lot of it's obviously a lot of socializing within the bridal party, but it does help if you know other people at the wedding.
Yeah.
That, like, besides the bridal party.
Exactly. So I'm excited for this one. You know, I know it's going to be good, you know. It's going to be fun. I have a lot of weddings coming up, which I don't know if it's, like, a good thing, because I don't really care for weddings.
I think you have, like, off the top of my head, I can think of 2.
I have Tyler's, yours,
and
Garrett's. I have my coworker, Thomas.
Yeah.
And then my cousin just proposed literally today.
Damn.
And I'm like,
it's the season.
I'm like, I don't want.
It's like between the ages of, like, I feel like 22 and like 30, you go to a lot of, like, weddings, bridal showers, or get invited to a lot of weddings, baby shower, bridal showers.
I'm about to buy my own suit at this point.
You probably should.
Yeah, I actually probably should. That's a good thought.
Yeah, because, well, are they at least spaced out? Like the
well, my coworkers and yours are 1 week apart. And then Garrett's, I think, is in like August. I didn't ask him when his is.
You kill me because you're in that one. Like, you should know when the wedding is.
I don't think
you're gonna get a text from Garrett after this episode.
Yeah.
He's gonna be like, "Hey, you're actually not in the wedding anymore." Never mind.
Anywho, let me just get back to finish that story about Atlanta before we talk about any more wedding stuff. So yeah, we went to the Coke. Wow, what a hard, like, just split right there.
No, literally. He said, anyway, so the Coke.
So we did the Coca-Cola factory. That was cool. You know, I've been there, so it was just, like, nothing new, you know. And then afterwards, this was a good story right here. We went to the Trap Museum.
Like Trap Queen? Like drugs?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like Fetty Wap?
Yeah, like, literally trap.
That's so funny. I love that. Why?
I don't know, but it's not a museum like you would think, and I'll explain this. So it's kind of in the ghetto of Atlanta, okay? So first off, you're driving there and you're like, all right, cool, and so we park and we're like standing in line outside, like waiting to like come in. I'm like, you know what? I've seen this before. Like, someone could literally just do a drive-by right now and just start shooting up this line.
Yeah.
I was like, because we're in that part of the hood,
right.
You know? And I'm like, damn, that's really how it's going to be. And to get in, you have to, like, there's, like, a security guard that, like, checks you, like, literally pats you down.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, like, damn, that's crazy. You know, like, no metal detector. It's just, like, a security guard that just sits there and it's like,
yeah.
You know, and so we get inside, and it looks like you're in, like, a gas station, I guess. There's a better word for it. But it looks like you're in, like, a gas station kind of thing, and there's, like, a lady sitting behind, like, the desk. And you can buy your tickets there, you can buy them online or whatever. And then there's another girl on, like, this cooler, like, right next to us. And she's just shouting random stuff. She's pretty attractive, I'm not gonna lie. But she was, like, just shouting. She was, like, kind of ghetto. And she was just, like she was like fo kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, that's like, I don't understand you. Like, you're speaking a whole other language to me, low key. And so I showed her my pass because I already pre-purchased my pass. So I went in, and the first like room is a living room, like a black living room, like plastic wrap on the couches. You know, the TV's on like on like some Tyler Perry stuff. You know, and there's like a lady sitting down like on her phone. And I was like, wow, that's a really good animatronic. Because she was just kind of like moving. I'm like, wow, that's really good. Like, this place was able to afford an animatronic like that? And then, like, we're just looking at stuff. They have, like, a bunch of rappers on, like, the wall. Like, their young pictures. Like, Cardi B and, like, Future, all of them. And the grandma starts talking. And, you know, she's, like, saying some, like, black grandma stuff, you know. I was like, you know, I'm pretty familiar with that. Like, you know, that...
Should I have a black grandmother?
Yeah, she's like, I'll whoop your ass, you know, like with a belt, like all that kind of stuff. And then like So I'm like, oh, this isn't an animatronic. This is like a real person. And so like it was just like made to be like a trap home. Like there was like weed, money, Hennessy on the table.
I will say, damn, they got
like guns on the table. I was like, oh.
I was gonna say they got every stereotype.
No,
there. Like
that was literally the first room. I was like, all right, this is gonna be something.
That's kind of like we went to the American Prohibition Museum, and it was kind of set up not like that, but like more of like a I guess more interactive than like a regular museum.
This wasn't a museum. This was literally a house that they transformed into a...
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's more of like, it's not like, because like the American Prohibition Museum, it wasn't like the Natural History Museum. It was literally like a exhibit almost looking from the outside. I mean, it's a stationary thing, but like, I almost prefer like things like that.
No, it definitely had
stuff
some
like that.
It definitely
like I
had some
went to a motel in Memphis once.
Mm-hmm.
That was like Martin Luther King's like motel that they like preserved that he stayed at or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And you like walk through it like you would actually like stay there, and I'm like,
okay,
yeah, all right. Okay. Go off historical society.
So yeah, you know, there's your drugs, money, guns, Hennessy, whatever on the table, and then so you walk out into like the next, I don't know, there's like a hallway you can walk down, and then there's like one section like I was like, this is actually kind of cool, like this is what you would see at like a museum, and it was like how nice, like all these athletes that like kind of, you know, are like friends with like rappers and everything like that. They had like a LeBron like locker and like Nike Techs and all that kind of stuff, and then they had like Air Force Ones and just like I guess like Nike trap culture.
Yeah.
And then they had a snowman room, so it was literally a snowman, but like the walls, all four corners of the walls were lined with cocaine, and I was like, wow, that's really something. And they had like a room like showing like all these like rappers from like 1990 to like 2020.
That's crazy.
And it's like, you know, 21 and like Soulja Boy, like all, it was really cool. And like people were like singing. It was really good. You didn't see a single white person in there.
No, I don't believe it.
Yeah, no, but like it was really cool because you'd like walk through and like there'd be like a black kitchen in there, like cereal box on the side, like in the cabinet. There'd be like nothing in the fridge, like the burner stoves, and then there's like a scale with like cocaine on. It was just like, wow, this is like really cool, you know, like. Yeah. And then you get to the end, and they had like a bunch of art projects, or like, we can't go through a single podcast.
I know without
your phone.
Apologies.
Going. I'm gonna get like little thingies.
I actually just need you to hold your fucking phone.
Yeah, maybe that too. But yeah, we did that, and then like the end of the exhibit kind of thing was this big like warehouse room, and it had a bunch of like paintings of like Migos, and they had like every rapper's like own like section. So they had like a section for like Cardi B, where they like had her stripper pole, and it was like a cloud on top with like money making it rain. So I was like, okay. And then they had Nicki Minaj, but they had like a Barbie.
Oh, I love that.
So you could like take a picture in like a Barbie box, I guess. Yeah. They had Future. I don't know if you've ever seen his DS2 album cover, but it's basically like, it's like Lean, but it's like Sprite, and then there's like a big cloud coming out, and someone like made that. I was like, wow, that's really cool. And then we saw Rod Wave stuff. I was like, oh my god.
Shout out.
But originally, the Trap House was, I think, 2 Chainz' old house. And it was literally it was literally pink. Like it was just like a pink house with like a pink car sitting in the front. And so now they moved that, and they put part of the house, and they brought the car and put it in the museum. So there's a pink, like the pink original Trap House car.
That's crazy.
But T.I. made this one. So they showed T.I.'s gun closet. That was insane. I was like, bro had like suits lined up, and then like AK-40. I'm like,
I love T.I.
That's crazy. That's pretty much it. I literally like, I will say, you go in there, and at any point, you feel like you could get shot, kind of thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you walk out, and you're like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get shot. It's that sketchy.
Yeah.
But, you know, it adds for the culture, you know? It really adds. It really adds to the experience and everything like that. And then we went home and played some drinking games. Used the Keurig, the drink Keurig.
Yeah.
And then we went to bed. We're like, all right, guys, we can get bright and early for that drive home tomorrow.
Narrator. He did not get home. Well, you did get home.
It wasn't my fault, though.
No, it wasn't your fault.
And so we were like, okay, we're going to meet at 10 to leave. And then so I wake up at 9 to pack. Hear people, like, you know, I thought they were making breakfast or whatever, you know, downstairs. And so I'm, like, packing. I'm just on my phone, like, looking at TikTok and everything. And I go downstairs at, like, 9:45, 9:50. And I'm like, hey, what's up? Good morning to you. Like, she's like, oh, hey, everyone left. I was like, what do you mean? I like laughed because I thought she was joking, because she really wanted me to stay longer. And I was like, haha, you know, like, that's funny. Like, and so then we started watching Basketball Housewives, and some time passes. I'm like, wow, they really aren't coming back. They really did leave. And she said, yeah, I'm not joking. Like,
so we are watching Basketball Housewives for the remainder of the day.
Like, she's like, no, like, they all left. I was like, that's so fake. Like, how are you gonna leave me? Like, we made a plan to meet at this specific time to leave together. And, you know, I don't care. Like, I don't care driving by myself.
I would hold that grudge for the rest of my life.
Oh, you know, I just might. I'm not gonna let it leave my head. No. But, like, you know, I don't have a problem driving by myself. Like, I can do that, no problem. It was just, like, the fact that we, like, said we were going to do something, and then we just didn't.
It was plans for intention, and then they were like, yeah, you can actually die.
I was like, okay. But it's kind of peaceful, like, not having to, like, worry about, like, people behind me or, like, in front of me or catching up. I was hitting some illegal speeds on the highway. I'm not going to say how fast I was going, but, like,
we were going fast.
We were going a little fast. Didn't know my car can get that.
That's fine. We love that.
But, on my way back, I did go to Buc-ee's.
Love Buc-ee's.
I just got gas, though. It was hell to get out of there. I will never go back just to get gas.
I love Buc-ee's.
Like, I have to park and get food. Cause, like,
I'm going to be honest. I've never gotten gas there. I've only ever gotten, like, treats. Or
it's super nice. It was super nice. Like, the gas, like, pumps. They have, like, the little locking things.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Very luxe.
Some gas stations here don't. Kind of piss me off because you have to stand there and hold it.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of ones on, like, Florida.
I don't even attempt. I'd rather go to fucking Orlando. Fill my gas.
The ones on and the traffic on Florida is also.
Oh yeah.
Garbage.
So, yeah, I drove home. Made it in time for.
You said I made it.
What did we drove. I came home on Saturday, I think. Yeah. Made it in time for some college football. Here we are. It's quite an eventful Thanksgiving. It was fun, though. I enjoy doing that. But next time I'm probably going to fly.
Yeah.
Unless I have someone to drive with. But, like, yeah, no, I can't do that.
I think flying's going to be your best bet. No one can leave you.
I flew the first time.
How far is the flight?
It's like 2 hours. An hour and 40 minutes.
I was going to say, I feel like that's a long time.
It is, because, like, a flight to New York is, like...
New York is 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like...
I don't know. But, like, by the time I was going to get my ticket to fly to Atlanta, it was, like, 2 weeks before, and the tickets were, like, $400. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay $400 to fly 2 hours. So, we're just going to suck it up.
You said hope for the best.
Yeah. And plus, I need to get my car serviced anyway. So, like, I was like, okay, I'm just going to knock everything out, get my car serviced. Thing's running like a beaut now. Added some more miles to this baby. And, you know, it was fine. I put on some tunes. I have a 7-hour podcast, or not a 7-hour podcast, 7-hour playlist, I guess. Just put it on.
Nothing but vibes.
Yep, nothing but vibes. No skips, just kind of went.
No skips, just all vibes. I love that.
I will say, speaking of music and everything, shout out to everyone and thank you to everyone that sent us or showed us their Spotify Wrapped or Apple Music Wrapped, and we were their #1 podcast.
That is so exciting.
That means so much to us. I'm going to shout one person out, in specific, Tyler.
I'm shouting Brandy out then.
Okay, go ahead.
Brandy was in our top, like, 1% or something like that. Top 5%.
Okay.
I think.
Well, Tyler sent me a screenshot of his, and it said he listened to 630 something minutes worth of podcasts.
Crazy.
I was like, honestly, I didn't even know we did 630 minutes worth of podcasts this past year.
No.
That's the craziest part.
That's probably like over 10 hours.
Yeah, I looked at our Spotify Wrapped for like the podcast. I'll have to send it to you. It was pretty cool.
I love that.
But no, that kind of made my day. I was really happy about that, and it feels like just yesterday we were making the Krampus podcast.
Yeah.
Last year, remember that?
Tanner actually sent me something about Krampus the other day, and he was like, "Oh." He like sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh!" And he was like, "Yeah, remember you did a podcast episode, like
Abominable Snowman, Krampus,
and I was
and all
like,
that."
"Oh yeah, we did," because it was literally so long ago.
That's crazy. Like, it's funny how like certain things will, like bring up like certain memories about like different episodes we've done. I think our best episode this past year was, I think, Had to Quit After This.
Definitely, probably, yeah. Definitely.
I think that's what it said. That was our best episode.
I definitely think, yeah, Had to Quit After This. It was probably our best.
I kind of forgot what it was about.
I did too.
Well, why did I have...
Retail, maybe.
It was retail, but I don't know, like, I forgot.
Why you had to quit?
Yeah.
Probably because you gave someone a $70 coupon off.
Oh, yeah, it might have been that.
That was me.
It might have been that. That was good. I miss it. We have to go back to those. Those are good. This is a start. This is a start. We're coming back, hopefully.
Yeah, we're definitely coming back. Thank you for being patient with us through life seasons.
Ooh.
But
we wanted to post we definitely wanted to post.
I was gonna say, if it was feasible for us to post at the time, we would have.
We did not want to take a break like this, and we're committed to this podcast, and just things didn't pan out. So
'tis life.
'Tis life. I'll cheers to that.
Well, thank you so much for listening and sticking around for our month and a half hiatus. Make sure to subscribe everywhere you listen to podcasts. And do you have anything else to add?
No, thank you guys again. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Can't thank you guys enough.
And we will talk to you next time. Bye.